Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video, guys. It seems players have finally listened at least for one part of the game, and they're gonna try the long anticipated Shadow Arena, as they're saying. We're gonna be covering that today in this video, but also the news for the summons coming tomorrow, summoning progressions for the summon rush that is for the fusion that is going. So if you are waiting for those news, wait out for the second part of the video. First part, I'll be covering the Shadow Arena that it will be coming to Raid Shadow Legends. So what will Shadow Arena be? Basically, guys, this will be a mode that is only active 2 times per month. So not every reset. So not every time the reset is going to happen. This is not something that will be enabled like that. It will be something though that will be enabled once every 2 weeks on Monday, 8 hours before reset. This will become a blank screen in the sense of no clan tags will be shown, no names will be shown, and I believe not even the profile picture of the player will be shown. So no usernames, no clan tags to identify the owner of the team. Oh, they don't say anything about profile, but they should, because this is basically good guesswork in terms of if you see the portrait, maybe you can guess who it is. But again, the reason that they will be implementing this is basically for platinum tier competition. So currently the issue with Arena is that players who see, let's say, Mad Clan fighting or Mad Clan members, they will not be fighting the Mad Clan members. And then there's clans going together. Let's say, I'm giving examples now, guys, because I don't know who's with who or whatever. I don't know the drama. So let's say it's Mad together with LDL, and they say, okay, we won't fight each other, but let's beat on the pandas. Okay, let's beat on the pandas and do our best to take those out and not let them get the platinum finish. So this is the current issue with Arena from my understanding, and the players who do like to compete in this have insane teams. So you're gonna say, okay, coldbrew, but yeah, isn't this gonna affect, you know, if they know what kind of defense they have, they'll still fight the specific teams? Well, no, because usually Arena players for platinum competing in the higher tiers, even actually getting into platinum, completely change up their defense to show something new, something completely different that they might have had last week when the reset happens. So this might be just a placeholder team that they have just because they don't care so much about staying this close in the platinum tier when there's like a week left still for the reset happening. So when the time comes closer, especially now with the 8 hours window that they'll know will be available for them to be changing up their team, they might even change their defense 8 hours before, or they might have like 2 defenses in mind, test it out from, let's say, hour 1 to hour 4, and then the last 4 hours they change it to the real strong defense. Usually they would have done this final 2 hours, I would say, maybe even 1 hour, if they felt confident in them not getting attacked. But the thing is, with players now being completely hidden and you don't know who you're attacking, it's gonna be interesting. But still I can, unless they do something that is completely new here, I can still see some sort of you know, collabs that they can be doing, saying, okay, we will all have this specific portrait from this amount of time to this amount of time. So let's say for the final 2 hours, we'll all switch to the portrait of we'll all switch to this portrait specifically, or this portrait specifically. Every single one of our members will have this portrait and this avatar. Okay, so when this happens, don't attack those guys. But again, people might catch up and also change their own avatar like that so they don't get attacked. It's all theories, but it's something that if you don't take it out of the equation, so portraits, avatars, and all that, it's still gonna be something that they will be trying to take advantage of. But I still think it's a move in the right direction. It's something that they wanted to do in order to keep the platinum tier fair and competitive, as they say. So the shadow phase will be introduced in the next update. We don't know exactly when, but yeah, this will be starting every other Monday. So they say bi-weekly, but bi-weekly for them, for this situation, it means twice a month. So it's because bi-weekly, if they meant it otherwise, it would have been twice a week. But it doesn't make sense. So it's only on a reset happening. So it's 2 times per month that they'll be doing this. Pretty cool. It's gonna be based basically on your personal arena setup instead of just being in a clan. That helps you go up. If you guys remember at all, if you were watching raid videos or you had any idea of what was happening in Platinum tier beforehand, it was basically members boosting other players up to get the top Platinum tier finish, to get the cup, right? To be the finisher, right? They would actually sell these. It was pretty stupid if you could ask me, but players would actually spend money so they can get this and be boosted by other players. But it is what it is, guys. This is gonna be the Shadow Arena that is coming next update. I'm not sure exactly when that is coming, but it is gonna be part of the game. So next part number 2, if you didn't care about Arena, I don't care that much. I do like to see fairness in Arena, but I don't care that much because it's not something I'll be ever competing in, since it does take a lot of money and also really high knowledge of the Arena meta, okay, and a lot of farming go together, right? So let's jump on to the second part, which is the progressive summoning that will be happening tomorrow, starting with the summon rush. So what is this? What does this mean? It will mean that your chances to get a legendary or an epic will not change, but the particular champions that are featured, and you choose the one to be featured in the progressive chances, will be the one that have a 15x chance to appear. So let's dive into the list. I'll show you it right now, and I'll tell you guys my favorite picks for this Friday. So for this weekend, Friday, August the 1st, we're planning to launch a progressive chance event. So we're starting up with the legendary champions. We got Elva, Autumnborn, Preva, the Slitherer, Glakehat, the Meltwater, Pythion, and Duchess Lilitu. So Duchess Lilitu is, I would say, my favorite pick here. She works very well. She can work for the Chimera, can work very nicely for all other areas of the game, but still is very relevant in the Chimera. I would say same thing with Pythion. Both are very strong champions in terms of revives. Pythion has his own skill set where it limits the damage that you take by this specific percentage, 5% per buff that you have on them, stacks up to 25%, sorry. And it's basically the same thing with Duchess. So that's why I wanted to cover these two basically together. So 25% from AoE attacks, 15% from bosses, but Pythion is from all attacks. But also Duchess Lilitu has things such as increased attack boosting, Perfect Veil, which also helps with damage mitigation. Perfect Veil reduces the damage you take, guys. If you didn't know that, you better go and have a look at your buffs and debuffs once again. So Veil reduces damage by 7.5. Perfect Veil reduces it by 15% from area of effect skill. So she has this plus the Perfect Veil, so a lot of damage mitigation, and also continuous heal when she revives. And the Veil, she also shields up champions through the A1. Very strong champion. Love my Duchess. Very nice. So these two are part of the 15x. We also have Elva, who I love because she feels like such a great overall support champion. Has what you want from a support. So continuous heals, cleanse, plus block divas, plus increased speed, plus a single target revive, single ally revive. And she can also heal at the start of the turn, plus Perfect Veil on at the start of the turn. Very strong champion for Chimera. Currently actually in my coldbrew account Chimera team. So thank you, Elva. Jumping on to the next one, it is Preva and Glakehat. So Glakehat is another Sylvan Watchers. Glakehat is strong, very specific the way that you're going to use him. The Perfect Veil, if you have on your champions, they'll be boosting their own damage by 10%, and they'll be doing an additional 10% damage to enemies under Veil or Perfect Veil. So this is very specific, only for arena situations when targets have Perfect Veil. He boosts accuracy and increased defense, increased attack, Perfect Veil also, and Terminator Fill. And then you can also freeze with the A1. Pretty unique kit, but still very useful, I would say, even for Chimera. So if you're thinking about like this kind of champion, it depends what other things you have, because all of these so far are supports that all work very well together. And then the final one is going to be Preva, who is, I believe, Preva, yeah, Demon Spawn. She is Terminator booster, basically, depending on the debuff she has on her. She can heal, she can increase defense, increase speed, she can revive a single target, but also reset their cooldown. So this is very strong, love it. And she can also transfer debuffs from this champion to the enemy target, single target. So that's pretty cool in terms of like a support. Overall, I would say Duchess is the best pick. Elva, if you're looking for specifically Chimera help. And then if you're looking to open up voids, we have Senna, Siphi, Raka. Number one, I would say, is Senna for players out there who still are struggling a little bit, both with Hydra and Chimera. Senna is such a huge Terminator booster when continuous heals are available. So when continuous heal activates, she feels Terminator. And this is very easy to just make a team that takes turns after turns after turns. And I believe with Operdine, those two together work very well in terms of getting insane amounts of turns. So I believe Operdine, each time continuous heal buff heals an ally, feels Terminator by 10%. So this is basically why he does that, plus also the continuous heals that he adds onto the team. So those two have pretty cool setup going together. So Senna is amazing. I actually use her in my Chimera team with Titus. So she's insane. I think players who are looking to get a lot of points for the summoning rush can actually get them going for Senna, but it does take a lot more void shards. And then Siphi, I mean, not even gonna cover Siphi, guys. If you don't know what her value yet, she is one of the top tier void champions in the game in terms of supports. Unresistible sleep, block debuffs, increase defense, increase speed, Terminator boost, revive, plus increase attack, increase crit rate, plus unique passive where she can cleanse, freeze fear, true fear. Also, when Rodos is in the same team, they work so well together. That's Siphi. I covered her in what? Under 30 seconds. Love it. Raka Valtide, she is basically similar to Duchess. Wait, where's Raka? Wait. Let me find Raka. I think she's an orc. Yeah, Raka, she's similar to Duchess. I wouldn't say they are the same thing. Increase attack, shield, cleanse. She also can do an AoE revive with the block debuffs. She has a 10-meter boost at the start of each turn. And then she also has a passive effect where continuous heal buff will be placed on the ally with the lowest health. And she can also heal additionally with her A1. She is very cool, but I would rather get Senna, honestly, out of these three Void Legendaries that are offered up. The next ones up are the Epics. We're going to have Tagore featured through the Epics. Pretty cool. Increase speed, increase defense, shield, plus revive. Very strong. Ugo is insane for the Hydra still. Block buffs, decrease defense, cleanse, removes heal reduction, plus cleanses, plus heal, leech on one target. And she can also, if something really bad happens to the whole team, she's the last one standing, she can actually completely revive the whole team with this skill. So fantastic for the Hydra. 5 out of 5 in terms of being an epic. And then Rector Drath also kind of fills that role of the more beginner friendly teams for the Hydra. Rector Drath has Veil, she's got heals, she's got revive, she's got decreased attack, she's got resistance in Doom Tower battle. So her kit overall helps new players out there with all content. And then we have Godseeker Niri and Ursala for the Voids. So Godseeker Niri, needless to say, she has really strong kit. She can also help you in the Sand Devil. So if you're still looking for getting her, you don't have a team that can beat that one, she can actually help out together with another champion, but she needs a strong blessing for that kind of team to work. And then we also have final one, Ursala the Mourner, who is Ursala the Mourner is great. Let me find her. She Bannerlords. Ursala the Mourner. She's got decreased attack, I think. Yeah, decreased attack, increased attack buff. decreasing turn meter, revive, increase defense, strengthen. Pretty cool. The strengthen buff is very strong for keeping your team alive, but if I'm not mistaken, she cannot activate it unless somebody is dead. So you're basically stuck with these two, if I'm not mistaken. Overall, great support though for an epic. If you happen to get her, that's cool. It's progressive chances, guys. Remember, that's it for today's video, guys, on the news. Honestly, the Shadow Arena thing, I love it. It's gonna just make things better for the game. Quality of life update, I would say, because just having people work together, it's kind of lame. It happens in many games. It's not like it's the first game that this thing happens, but I guess better late than never. Yeah, I hope they do change things though, like the portraits and avatars, and you just see like a blind, you know, just the team power, and you have to go in for the battle. Or what they simply could have done is they would force you to attack a target, and if you didn't attack it, you would lose rating. That would be nice, because it's no more about decision making. It's about if you do have the strong team to go for it. So if you're not being so very selective with all the teams that you're fighting. So pretty cool. That's it for today, guys. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.